Hello everyone, it's been a long day everybody. We've seen some amazing things. We're a little bit tired,
Longest day of our lives.
We weren't going to finish this day without telling you what we thought of Bethesda.
Correct.
I was going in there thinking some certain things, but we're going to wait until the drop, but we're just going to say a few things now to make you stick around. I was quite surprised with this showcase. What do you think, Ralph? Surprised?
I think I was also surprised. I look forward to explaining all the reasons why I was surprised.
Yeah.
After the drop.
It was interesting.
Okay, so we just came from the Bethesda thing. You can see here the proof.
Yeah, see, we're not lying, guys. We were there.
Yeah. We have not spoken about it at all since. We walked home for like 20 minutes in silence, pretty much.
We did the Marvel thing that we do,
Correct.
you
We
know,
like
when
to
we
just
see a
keep it
movie
together.
and we
Exactly
don't say anything.
So, Sam, overall impressions. What did you think of the Bethesda press conference?
I knew it was going to be good, which it was, but I found last year they missed the mark completely.
They were very, very.
The theme of it was weird.
Yeah.
It didn't land, and you could have made a joke like that and then moved on, but the whole thing was just one big hitting joke, which was bad.
Very bad.
I mean, I think the titles that they released last year were cool, but it was really the whole theme was bad. This one, I think they learned their lesson. They were like, no, we're going to make something that's just more authentic, more Bethesda. Like, it felt like...
Yeah, totally.
It was just cool, and then some rock band came out and did some really cool Rage 2 stuff.
Was his name like A.K. Wilson or something?
Oh, I don't know. Andrew Wilson? That's what I thought.
Andrew Wilson.
And
he was so good. He opened up starting with
Yeah.
Rage, and he basically just like tore the house down. I think on Twitch, there was so much cringe. But like, I promise you, in the house, it was like
the
fucking
energy was
going
just
off.
pulsating. It was awesome. It was really cool. So that was really great. And I like those little things.
And then we saw Rage. Now, the first thing I will say about the Rage trailer is that it's actually gameplay. Like
actual gameplay.
Like we went to the fucking EA. We saw the EA conference. We watched the Microsoft conference. More than half the trailers at the Microsoft conference, and certainly all the trailers at EA, there wasn't fucking gameplay. That was just like some cutscenes that use the in-game engine. That's not gameplay.
And not to mention the gameplay that they showed for Anthem was the same stuff over and over again, as we said before. But this was so different. Like with Rage 2, it shows you what to expect when you are getting in vehicles.
Correct.
The chasing of the vehicles, physics in the actual game itself, the juggling mechanic when you're shooting, the different weapons, the different kind of abilities that you can expect, the kind of enemies that you're going to be fighting, and also the terrain itself. There was so much. I was like, okay, I kind of know exactly what I'm expecting.
I know exactly what that game is now.
Yeah.
There's no questions in my mind about what that game is. It's a shooty game, and they're the physics, and here's how it works, and blah, blah, that's it. It's done. You know what I mean? Like,
it's so
and
important.
it was just so refreshing to sit through that trailer after what we had to suffer with EA, where it's just kind of like reading tea leaves. You know what I mean? It's like, put out your palm. I'll tell you if you're a video game or not. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, but look, Rage I thought looked really impressive as well. I mean, it didn't sort of blow me away like, oh my god, must-have game of the year.
It felt very Doom to me, personally. Like, didn't you feel that?
No.
You didn't feel like that shotgun, like, blood everywhere, and like it felt like that.
No. You should play more Doom. You should definitely play more Doom. The point is that it looked pretty great, and I'm definitely very much looking forward to it. I think it hit a lot of the right bases for me, so I'd say like tick on that one. Remember that cringy moment as well when the guy's like, you know, hand it to someone big, and then that guy was like paused for like 2 minutes and didn't say anything.
It was really hard to watch.
You need to see this.
And as we're about to show you, they delivered big time.
Well, thank you, Tim. Yeah!
So after that, they talked about two things. They talked about Elder Scrolls Legends, which is their trading card game. It is the one where they're now going to be redoing all the visuals and handing it off to a new developer. I'm not really into it personally, not my thing, but it's also coming out on Switch, so that's good news.
I think that's really cool because we were saying off camera yesterday or maybe even this morning that, like, you know, a Switch needs a card game, and now it finally has a card game.
Yeah,
for sure.
Elder Scrolls Online, where they also talked about, again, not really my thing. I played the Morrowind expansion, which was pretty good, but I mean, I'm not really down for an MMO experience right now. The people that enjoy it, fantastic. They've got another expansion coming out soon. Not really my gen. But Then the big dogs
The
come
big
along.
dog came out, and
The
you
big
knew
hell dogs.
the moment it dropped and the music kicked in,
Yeah.
I was like, "This is dirty."
It
You
was-
could totally feel it, and everyone, the energy in the room, it was just fucking going crazy.
It was. The new Doom is coming out next year. It's from id Software again. It's obviously going to have Mick Gordon back because you could hear his sounds in the background.
Yeah.
We didn't see any gameplay. We just saw like the whole concept idea. But we're promised like twice as many demons as last game, which is pretty big to be honest with you, because there was already a fair amount of demons.
Yep.
It's going to be hell on Earth, so they're going to like bring the fight to Earth, Halo 2 style.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Actually.
And what else did they say? They just said it's going to be fucking cool.
Yeah.
Like, and it's just I
It just
trust those
sounded
guys.
like they pretty much just said bigger, better, just more explosions,
doomy.
more killing, and more just like
More for Sam to love, because obviously Sam is a massive fan
You guys
of
know
Doom.
what my opinion. I
fan.
respect it as a game. It's just not my game. I'm not a huge fan, people. So, and we also saw Quake. There wasn't a huge amount to be saying. They're just pretty much saying if everyone loves Quake. It's been around for like 20 odd years, and they're just wanting to make sure that people knew there's a few more things to expect now in Quake.
And you can get it for free at the moment if you download it, so that's pretty good.
I think you've been able to get it for free for a
No,
while.
you have to pay. It's early access pay, but yeah, you can get it for free. So anyway,
Okay.
so there was that, and then after that, they talked about the Prey DLC. Now, Prey is a game that was an absolute gem. If you haven't played Prey, I really recommend going out and checking it out.
Yep.
It's an immersive sim, which means it's one of those sort of games where consequences really matter and different ways to approach different puzzles. It's less about killing everything unless you want to. It's very often just about navigating environments, being stealthy and smart. Prey was just had this incredible atmosphere, amazing soundtrack from Mick Gordon as well. Just so many boxes ticked on that title. Now they're doing DLC. They're doing some free DLC coming out very soon, which is some like new
It's very
game
cool they're
plus
doing
stuff.
that too.
I know, right?
Yeah, they really don't. They don't have to do that. If they're making a quality product, we
Yeah.
said before. You ought to make some money off that.
And
DLC.
all these like Destiny 2 people are like, how dare you expect free DLC
Yeah,
skill up?
yeah.
They're a business. They need to make money. No business would give anything away for free.
Comment section
Fucking
now, blow
Prey
up.
gives away free DLC.
Please, can you rip into Ralph, please? He needs to be put in line.
That's right, he's a Destiny fan. Anyway, so that was the DLC. And they've also got a big DLC drop coming later on with a new game mode, which basically sort of promises to have sort of random elements mixed into it as you're trying to escape from the moon, which looks pretty cool
And also
because it takes their sort of sandbox tool, then it applies them to a different environment, and it changes it up every time. So
And
that
so-
sounds pretty cool.
Also 5v1, I think it was 4v1.
Yes, they also
5v1.
announced a PvP sort of experience where 4 people can be mimics, those like weird shadow things that
Or
can
it can be
hide
like a
as like
rock or
coffee mug,
something,
whatever.
or-
Yep.
yep.
And then one person has to kind of hunt them down. That sounds awesome.
Yeah.
I'd be totally down for some rounds in that. That's going to make some
I
good
can't think of any other game that does that. Like you can like hide as a mug or hide as a rock
Yeah,
or hide
something
as
like that, yeah.
so it's cool.
They did mention that there is a new Wolfenstein coming, Wolfenstein Youngblood. It's the daughters of Blazkowicz, and he has twin daughters, and you play as both of them, and you get to play co-op.
Yeah.
So the Laymen
I think
can
that's
do
pretty
a
cool. We will do a
co-op
Let's Play of that, and we're going to be 2 Whammen. Okay,
right.
we love being them Whammen. So it's
right.
pretty cool that we're going to see that. I think because it's kind of a shame that they're putting Blazkowicz to the side, but it's kind of nice to like play some other characters and maybe delve into some other stories.
I'm sure he'll be in the game in some way.
He'll
make
be
some
in the
appearance.
game somewhere, of course. Yeah,
totally.
hopefully he's like some character you get to play, or you get to fight. That'd be pretty cool.
Pretty cool. So I think the biggest and best announcement, though, the thing that everyone was most keen to hear about at this event, more than anything else, was the new edition of Skyrim.
Yeah.
Which new platforms, which new devices, which new books can we bring it to really make sure we have Skyrim around us everywhere. And obviously Bethesda did not disappoint.
Introducing Skyrim, very special edition. Also coming soon to Etch-a-Sketch, Motorola Pagers, and your Samsung smart refrigerator.
Oh, that's cool.
I thought that was absolutely amazing to
was
see them.
quality troll.
To see them like know how dumb it is.
Yeah,
how
yeah.
dumb they are to just port it to absolutely everything.
When they can make fun of themselves, they're doing the right thing.
It shows that they have a sense of humor and like they're real and they're just cool. Like they're just cool.
Totally agree.
It's such a good way of marketing yourself correctly. It was awesome.
After that, though, was the real deal, the
real
real
deal.
reason that people were there, which was Fallout 76.
Yeah.
Now, the deal with Fallout 76 is, as we understand, it's basically a Fallout game. Like, it seems to be the same sort of thing with, stories and quests and RPG progression and buildings and all that sort of stuff. The difference is that when you step out into the world, if you choose to, it can be a multiplayer adventure. So you can team up with other people and start killing PvE enemies, or you can actually PvP. And you will encounter people in the wilds that will start trying to kill you just because you...
Or team up with you, it's like a whole different thing.
Totally.
Yeah, but one thing I was really wanting them to touch on was because it was going to that multiplayer, very kind of in-depth, online experience, was there going to be monetization, loot boxes? Like, was there anything like that? They didn't touch on that.
Bethesda don't do that.
Sure, but they didn't even touch on that, because it is a dirty word and it is the flavor of the month right now.
I think that the risk there is actually paid mods, because the Creators Club that Bethesda have implemented
they have.
is where they want to take the thing, and now it's an online game, so it's actually going to shut down all modding entirely. It means that pretty much the Creators Club will be the only way that mods will happen, if mods happen in Fallout 76 at all, which I imagine they will, because it's a monetization model.
Yeah.
Either way, I think it looks like a pretty great sort of combination.
It does, exactly.
76, the formula, we have Fallout plus multiplayer. Yeah. It just sounds great.
And I don't know if you saw, but even when it was showing the co-op experience of 4 different players, each suit was quite colourful. So I thought, are they going to give you a cosmetic kind of idea, situation where you can buy cosmetics or that kind of stuff?
Yeah, it's possible, because they do sell some of those in Creators Club, so yeah, it's possible. Exactly. But look, either way, it's out on November 14th or something, so it's pretty soon. So it's going to be coming then, and I'm personally quite excited about it, because I would love to play me some multiplayer Fallout.
Definitely.
But Todd, old mate Todd.
Yes, he didn't stop there, people. He did not stop there.
He had two
Just
more
when he was
announcements.
literally saying goodnight to everyone, he was like, oh, by the way, we got some new IP for you.
That's right. First of all, they announced a new mobile game called Elder Scrolls Blades, which basically sounds like an entirely new sort of Elder Scrolls adventure, but on your phone.
Yeah.
Now, who knows how this is going to go, but either way, it seems like something that they put a lot of work into.
It seemed like it was going to be, like a HUD world. You go in, you get a quest, and maybe you load into an area.
Yeah.
I don't know how in-depth that single player was going to be. I don't know. Is it more like just a little game you play for 5 or 10 hours and that's it? Or is it something you actually grind for tens and tens of hours?
And it's
I don't know.
free. I just don't understand what the monetization model is.
That's what I mean.
They're like, take this, it's free, and you can sign up for it now, and you can also, obviously, on the app stores and the like. But yeah, it's totally free, and I'm like, well, how are you guys going to make any money of this? They didn't talk about that.
This is why I brought these questions up, because in the whole presentation, some of the stuff that they brought out, like free DLC, free this, free that, it's like, where are you making your money then? That's what I'm thinking.
Yeah. So there was that, and then 2 more big announcements. Number 1, we saw a logo for Starfield. Starfield is the next big major IP from Bethesda. They're first in 25 years. Essentially, everyone's imagining it's going to be along the lines of Elder Scrolls, but in space. Fallout, but in space.
I'm very surprised how much of that gameplay they showed. It was about
huge.
3 seconds of nothing.
Absolutely, correct.
But it's a good way to plant the seed. So it's pretty cool. I'm looking forward to it.
A lot of people are going to be very pissed about that, because they're like, we've been waiting 4 years and that's all we got. Fair point, but at least they showed us something. They're acknowledging that it's
a natural progression. Here's the new IP, just like Anthem when it dropped. There was nothing really. It was absolutely.
No, when they first showed Anthem, they had the full 8-minute trailer. They did.
That's true. They actually did show gameplay. Yeah.
The other one was a new Elder Scrolls game. Elder Scrolls 6. It doesn't have a title. You just saw a little image of a beautiful world. It could have been from any game ever. Some music that sounded great. All we know is that Elder Scrolls is obviously in development, which of course it was. There was no question about that. And we don't know anything more about it. But either way, it was a really great way to finish this press conference. And I think overall, I'd be really interested to hear. Overall, what was your thoughts on it?
Look, overall, I was very happy to see that they got the right tone, the right flavor this time, because last time we were both sitting there watching the Bethesda conference last year and going, what the fuck is going on here? It's weird, but this one, very tastefully done. But it's good to see that they're going to bring some new IP and Elder Scrolls 6 and Doom 2. There's so much cool IP to come, so I'm very excited.
There's a few things I want to say. First of all, the fact that all the trailers that we saw, or most of them I should say, were actual gameplay. For the stuff that's close to finished, we saw actual gameplay. Fallout 76, there was no messing about. We saw gameplay. There's 3 months difference between when Fallout 76 comes out and when Anthem comes out. No one knows what the fuck Anthem is at this point.
True.
And we know exactly what Fallout 76 is at this point because we saw it actually being played. It makes sense. We're like, cool, it's all been explained. They had 4 tutorial videos to explain it to us. You know what I mean? So actual gameplay in trailers is a must-have. Publishers, please. If you're going to call it a gameplay trailer, put some gameplay in there. Thank you very much. Secondly, I think this press conference really reminded me that Bethesda is a games company. Same as I think something like Ubisoft, right? You look at EA. what the fuck are they doing?
Right.
Like, you've got Battlefield, whoop-de-doo. You've got Anthem, no one knows what this is yet. You've got, they come up and talk about
Battlefront
Madden
2.
and FIFA for 20 minutes that no one cares about. They've got a 10-minute shoutcasted tournament with Command and Conquer, where instead of actually revitalizing that beautiful license, they just eviscerate it with this dirty mobile game and try and make it sound exciting. This is not a games company. This company does not give a fuck about video games. And then tonight with Bethesda, you saw a games company that's like, here are all these cool developers. Here are all the cool games they're making. You're going to play them very soon.
Because the vibe I get with Bethesda is we answer to the gamers. Where EA, it feels like we answer to the, to the shareholders, which is all good. I know it's a business and shit, but like in terms of the philosophy, the way that they show up to these events, you just feel it. You feel like Bethesda are gamers. They fucking love what they do.
They swear in their presentations.
Andrew Wilson would never, because it's not in his programming.
Exactly right. That's purged from his
So guys, our battery is about to run out actually, so we are going to end this, but it was a really, really cool show. I'm really excited to see.
I think Bethesda are winning at this point. I think that Sony and Nintendo and the other, the Ubisoft, etc., have to have a very strong press conference to top what we saw tonight.
Yeah.
I really think it was very, very strong. And I think that Bethesda are going to have a fantastic year ahead. So well done, guys.
Ladies, fam.